My name's Colby. Who said no? Get out. Okay, my name's Colby. I'm going to be your bus driver for the next 7 minutes, and you guys have been bombarded with so much information. I'm just going to lay low, do a little bit of talking, but if you ever get tired of hearing somebody talk and you don't want to learn anything else, just say, "Shut up, Colby," and I will be quiet. Sound good? I think that's baby talk for shut up, Colby, all right? Who said it? Well, ask and you shall receive. All right, let's get going, guys. That'll be 5 minutes straight. Now, I want you guys to look at the right side of the bus, and there you will see the people that were too slow to die. There we go. A couple of them waved back. How pathetic. All right. So do you guys want me to teach you things, or you just want to talk, gossip? What do you want to do?
Teach us.
Teach us? Okay. If you guys look to the right over there, past Mount Kitchener, you see another mountain with what looks like frosting on a cake on top. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
That is actually the Columbia Icefield. That is the Icefield itself. Does anyone want to guess the thickness of that ice that you were seeing on top?
300 meters.
300 meters. Somebody learned something today. That is correct. Can we get a round of applause for the smart people up front? Woo! All right, so yeah, 300 meters. To put that into perspective for you guys, the glass floor that you were standing on is 280 meters tall above the valley floor. So that is thicker than what you guys were just standing on. Wow. Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So we are at the base of Mount Wilcox. This was named after a man named Walter Wilcox who came through this area in 1896. He was looking to make a trail between Lake Louise and Jasper. Judging by the fact that we are currently driving on a road between Lake Louise and Jasper, we can say that he was successful. But Walter Wilcox came to a fork in the road at Mount Wilcox here. He either could have gone right or he could have gone left on top of the mountain. And he chose to go left, completely bypassing the Columbia Icefields. Otherwise, he would have been the one who discovered it. But instead, that was credited to a man by the name of Norman Colley, who came by 2 years later using Walter Wilcox's trail. And he's like, you know what? I want to go see what's over here to the right. And he went, and now he is the founder of the Columbia Icefields, or at least that's what we say, even though the indigenous people of this area knew of it long before any settlers came through. Now to our right, we have Mount Kitchener, home to a really cool pile of rocks known as the Kitchener Rock Slide. For 10,000 points, who here can tell me, when did the rock slide occur?
1984.
We have 1984, 2013. Who said 2013? So you're very close. I think one of our guides has the information wrong, because I've heard that from so many people today. It's 2014. Scrub 2013 from your mind. 2014 rock slide. Or I would have also accepted 10,000 years ago, because there were two rock slides. One 10,000 years ago that dammed up the entire valley, and one in 2014 that really did nothing but looks cool. All right, folks. We are coming up to a stretch of the highway known as the Shooting Gallery. Who here can tell me, why do we call it the Shooting Gallery?
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot? Sorry?
Bigfoot throws rocks.
Bigfoot throws rocks. That's pretty close. Anyone else want to guess? Anyone at all? The rocks fall, right? Wrong. We call it the Shooting Gallery because this is where I take the tourists that don't laugh at my jokes. No, of course, this is all these boulders that you see around us going into the Sunwapta River and on our left right here. They all fell down from Mount Wilcox here to our left because of the freeze-thaw cycle. So basically what happens is water gets trapped in between this rock and the mountain, and then when it freezes, that water turns into ice, which expands and actually breaks the rock off from the side of the mountain, causing it to tumble down at upwards of 200 kilometers an hour. Now that sounds very scary to be telling you that when we're on the receiving end of the Shooting Gallery, but do not fret. Parks Canada comes through here all the time. They're looking at rocks that seem to be that look like they're about to give, and they actually close down this section of the highway to do some demolition. They blow up the rocks and cause them to fall while there's no car on the highway. Now if you guys pay attention to your right, at about 2 o'clock over there, just past the tree line of Mount Kitchener, you're going to see a mountain poking out that looks like the Toblerone bar, right?
Yeah.
That is Mount Snowdome, home to Dome Glacier. You guys learned about Dome Glacier today?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Dome Glacier is really cool. Why is it cool? What does it do?
It goes to
3 different oceans, exactly. And on the count of 3, I want you guys to name all 3 oceans. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
Pacific, Atlantic, and Arctic.
Pacific, Atlantic, and Arctic. Round of applause for good memory. Woo! You must do good in school. Anyways, so that peak right over there, that is approximately 3,456 meters tall, which sounds very impressive when I just tell you that, as if I know the elevation of all these peaks. But in reality, it's super easy to remember the elevation of that specific peak because it is 3, 4, 5, and who can guess the next digit? 6 meters tall. Round of applause. You guys are smart. You passed grade 1 math. So that is Mount Snowdome. It has that very specific elevation, and it's really cool. All right, so we are coming up to a really cool vista point. It's a kilometer stretch of highway with a very unique view. If you look out the right side of the bus, you're going to see a view that you can't see anywhere else on planet Earth, to my knowledge at least. And that is the view of 5 different glaciers from a standstill point. So I will show you all 5 glaciers from left to right. On the very left, on the north face of Mount Athabasca, we have North Face Glacier. Between Mount Athabasca and Mount Andromeda, we have AA Glacier. On Mount Andromeda, we have Andromeda Glacier. Below Mount Andromeda, we have the Athabasca Glacier, which some of you may have been on today. And past all the way to the right, on the other side of Mount Snowdome, we have Dome Glacier, the hydrological apex of North America. Those are the 5 glaciers you guys can see. If you couldn't see them while I was pointing them out, it's probably because we're in a moving bus. So when I let you guys go out to the patio on the Discovery Center and go see if you can find all 5 glaciers. All right, do we have any mountaineers on board today? A mountaineer is someone who climbs a mountain. No mountaineers? Okay, let me rephrase this. Do you have anyone who wants a mountain named after them?
Me.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't, right? What if I told you that today you can have a mountain named after you? Yeah. Okay, so Mount O is what you'd call it. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys the story of Nigel Peak. Did anyone ever tell you this story? No? Okay, so directly in front of us, I'm going to raise this so you guys can see it in the front. There's a snow-capped mountain with 2 peaks on it. Peak 1 on the left, peak 2 on the right. It's right there. You guys see it? For those of you in the back, when I turn left, just look right and you're going to see it's the only mountain with snow on it. But it has 2 peaks. That is called Mount Nigel. It's named after Nigel Lavasseur, a Quebecois man who came through here and climbed that mountain and saved 5 people from starving to death, all in one day. But that's a